Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your fortnightly reading for May the 16th through to the 31st. So we're kicking off the start of this reading, the duration of this reading, with a really potent full moon in your sister water sign Scorpio. So this is actually a full moon lunar eclipse as well. So yes, eclipse season, activated shifts and changes, fated new beginnings, things wrapping up and ending. So lots happening in this time for you, Pisces. So let's pull some cards. And I just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. And I always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are, because it gives you a kind of more holistic view of what's going on for you. And this is a general reading, Pisces. Just take what feels right and leave the rest. And if it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading, and the link for that will be in the description box below. We have Queen of Crystals, Comfort and Prosperity. So when I was meditating and I was getting an image for you, Pisces, I was getting that you were looking at something that kind of just didn't make sense. And it's like looking at it going, what am I going to do with that? What am I going to do with that? So it quite literally could be for some of you looking at objects around your home or looking at things that you just don't make you comfortable. And there's something about quite literally looking at it, like the sight of it itself might be something that you just go, oh, I can't be having that in my life anymore. I don't know what to do with that. So ultimately, it's wanting you to get really comfortable with something, and ultimately on a bigger picture, it is all about your comfort and prosperity in terms of where you are in life as well. So yeah, I mean, this is a really nice energy, the Queen of Crystals. It's very much an energy that could be felt around the home as well. And so you're really looking at where you're feeling comfortable around the home. And this is where I think you might get the urge to throw a few things out, quite literally, or just this is kind of what I feel like you're mostly kind of looking at it and going, oh. So let's see what else is coming through for you, Pisces. But this is a lovely energy, the Queen of Crystals, because it does represent inner stability as well, this sense of where you're feeling really inwardly comfortable. So this sense of might actually be with somebody around you. Sometimes people you have that reaction like, oh, get them away from me, or oh, I didn't like that. It's a funny thing. So really trust that kind of feeling that you're getting. We've got Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius, Pisces, Jupiter coming in. The Wheel of Fortune, fate is stepping in. Things are about to shift and change. And yeah, we've got prosperity in the Wheel of Fortune. So this is perhaps some of you might see a shift in terms of your prosperity expanding. We've got Cup 4, Neptune, Cancer. So interestingly enough, Jupiter's in Aries at this moment in time. So if you know your astrology, look where Aries is in your chart. This is going to want to expand that area and bring in some more ease to that area. This Cup 4 Neptune Cancer is the energy we were talking about. This is the blah, feel really blah about that, feeling really bored or just like disinterested or disillusioned, or like, what's that doing there? Like, I'm not feeling anything for that. It's just kind of like, what's this energy? So it could be feeling a bit bored. So it's kind of, it's an interesting energy to come through, because this feeling might feel really expanded. It might actually get bigger because it's wanting your attention and your focus of I'm just not interested in that anymore, or just feeling blur about something. So ultimately this Wheel of Fortune's kind of pushing you towards this comfort and prosperity energy, and kind of releasing something that just feels really stagnant, like a stagnant emotional energy around you that for whatever reason, it's just like, it's poisoning the water. It's poisoning, it's kind of what it's making the water go all stagnant and gross is what they're showing me. It's like it could be making you, it's like one bad egg ruins everything. And so this feeling could actually just be casting a bit of a shadow over everything, like how you're feeling about everything, or could just be poisoning your spirit kind of energy. It just feels like it's just making it go. It needs to be purified and clarified and cleared. It just feels like it's murky. Page of Pentacles crossed by the Death card. Here comes the card of transformation and change, although I feel like there's a bit of resistance to this at the moment, and there's definitely relationships are coming through here. So relationships and friendships are a big thing that's coming in at this moment in time. The Five of Wands, there's a bit of conflict that's been around, but yeah, it's about feeling really comfortable in your own skin. So this is where you're going to be possibly feeling very, very different about social groups and relationships in particular. And just really, here you are, the Page of Cups. I love this as a little Pisces card. To see the little fish poking out. It's like you're getting some messages from your heart for your heart here, and about how to move forward, and really trust those feelings. It's how you feel about people, because there's new things developing here with this Page of Pentacles. You wanting to step into new, you're wanting to develop something. You might be getting messages around money, things, or career, or something that's grounding down to a reality. These could be feelings as well. And it's like, I want to be feeling positive and wanting to put a lot of energy into stepping into this new energy. But we've got the Death card crossing you, which is kind of like, you can't start this until you go through this big transition and change. You know, there's a sense of, there's a lot of things ending and being tied up, karmic loose ends. And you're like, but yeah, I want to step into this Page of Pentacles and start developing something new and start feeling really excited about it. But I feel like I'm against this wall of like this big change in front of me. And it might even be that developing these new feelings or this new thing that you want to develop, whether it's related to career or money as well, does feel like a big change. It could actually feel quite overwhelming to you. So I just feel like there's this sense of wanting to develop something new and feel more fulfilled with that energy. In your conscious mind, you've got the Three of Cups, which is friends, socialization, the people around you, your social groups. You're kind of thinking about that. And so that's why I think that anything that just feels a bit blur, really trust that, because there may be something new that you want, or somebody new that you want to start connecting with. Or maybe it's actually, the opposite, where you're thinking, I want more from that. And so, yeah, and, the Three of Cups is like celebration. You want to actually have something to celebrate, because there is this sense of there's opportunity and expansion in front of you. But it's like, yeah, the Three of Cups can be, how social are you feeling, really, is kind of what I'm getting. So you might even be wanting more socialization. You might want less. There's a big sense of really looking at that, because at the base we've got the Two of Cups, and this is more of a one-on-one connection energy rather than a group energy of the Three of Cups. So it's kind of like in your mind you're thinking about groups, but deep down at the root of this, it's wanting more of a deeper one-on-one connection with somebody, or a deepening of a connection, or this is looking for love within, or a sense of just a very strong connection with somebody. So there could be some interesting feelings developing here, or interesting new cycles that are coming in with existing relationships as well. So in the recent past, we've got the Five of Wands, which is that there's been a lack of motivation, or just a bit of conflict. Like, this is the blur energy that you felt. It felt like something was stagnant, like a stagnant energy, like something was stagnating in your life. And this is where you're either wanting to get out and socialize more, or have these deeper connections, or you're wanting to kind of cull less friends and really focus in on one-on-one. So it's going to be up to you, like your own personal feelings around this. But ultimately, it's around who and what you feel deeply comfortable with. In the near future, you've got the Nine of Pentacles. So this is, interestingly, with the Queen of Crystals above it, it's about feeling really comfortable where you're at in terms of just your ordinary life, your living situation, and just being happy within yourself, like comfortable with who you are. So there's a sense of independence with this Nine of Pentacles coming in. The Queen of Crystals is very similar. She's actually the Queen of Pentacles, so that's why we kind of got the pentacle energy. It's very earthy, it's very grounded energy to come through, because we are in Taurus season, but it's about to shift into Gemini. But it is this Nine of Pentacles energy of very much just feeling like there's abundance around you. Now, this can actually be, it doesn't mean that you have to be living in luxury. It doesn't mean that you have to be having a lot of money. It just means that you feel comfortable with where you're at and who you are. So comfortable in your own skin. So you are presenting as the judgment energy. You might be judging like it might be that you're actually feeling like you're judging a few people or judging groups or assessing your judgments on things. I feel like this could be normally I don't read this card very literally, but I'm just getting judgments and judgmental energy and assessing of situations and group energies, because it's a sense with this card that you're about to step and transition into a whole new phase. There's something big that's coming in, a new phase that's coming through. And so that is kind of calling you. You're getting a sense that this is happening, but part of that is that some old issues are coming up. Could be, to do with friends or the same old thing that kind of happens again. And it's like, how can I not have that in my life? How can I kind of move beyond that? So it's actually like wanting to clear out a whole heap of things or clear up or clear the air. It's a sense of cleaning. There's a bit of a karmic cleanse as well. Like there's this karmic kind of ending and cleansing that's happening. So you might find that suddenly like groups of people or things just are no longer feeling right. And that's this blur feeling that you're getting here. So the Eight of Wands is that you're getting some very clear and direct messages coming through for you. And this is very much happening on an emotional level. So feel and trust those feelings. And I don't feel like they're actually sticking around for too long. They're more like they've come up. They might make you feel a bit blur. And then they come up because they've just got a message for you, a very clear message and ready to be cleared. So the Eight of Wands also says that there's a positive shift that's coming in and a new focus. So to really be aware of that, and this could all happen reasonably quickly as well. So yeah, just to be aware of where you're focusing your attention at this moment in time, because I feel like you're casting a lot of judgments about everything, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I feel like that's the assessing energy that's needed. The Nine of Wands, this is hopes and fears. You're just tired, you've probably put a lot of time and effort and energy into something and you're at the tail end of something. You just want something to finish or end, it's always the same old thing. Or are we going to get to the end point of this, or are we actually going to ever resolve something? It's just kind of wanting an ending of sort, and there's a bit of soul weariness around it. But, sometimes the Nine of Wands means you're closer than you think. So, it's the wounded warrior. You've taken on a lot. You've been challenged. You've risen to some of those challenges, but you're tired as a result. So as an outcome, I feel like there's a big cleansing process that's going in here in your life, especially to do with the social situations, social relationships, because this is where things, and it doesn't have to necessarily be around friends and loved ones. It can be anything in your life, because I feel like this is a bigger picture kind of energy that it's anything that things are just suddenly not going to feel right, or things are suddenly not going to feel resonant to you. Suddenly it might feel like you don't belong. It might feel like you're a very, very different person for whatever reason. And it can also be letting go of like energies that are deeply unfulfilling. I feel like you're on the search for fulfillment here. You're going on the search. And it's also a sense that it could be looking at feelings around rejection, feeling quite rejected or unaccepted by groups or people or society in general. So, yeah, I feel like it's you're doing a lot of emotional cleansing here, Pisces, coming through. So this is why you've got the Page of Cups, lots of messages coming in for your heart. Lots of messages around your emotions. Some of them could be very surprising as well. There could be some interesting in terms of love. There could be some people might actually surprise you and make you really happy as well. There could be little surprise offers of love or messages of love, or a little surprise, flirtations that could come through. So there's going to be a mixed bag, and some of them are going to feel they're either going to feel really good or they're going to feel really blur, and it's going to be really clear what the difference is with it. So the Page of Cups is also on a deeper level looking at your heart and what it is that you want to offer, who you want to offer your heart to, or who you want to offer your emotional investment and time to, because that it seems like a big assessment of that. And again, it's about where you're feeling comfortable. And ultimately, I feel like this is kind of, it's like clearing an emotional space so that you can bring in this sense of abundance and prosperity. It might even open up to, like further down the track, it's opening up to this sense of more money coming, or opening up to more opportunities in terms of career and money that are coming through. It says, I release all criticism. Now, the judgment energy might also mean that you're feeling other people are judging you or criticizing you. This one says, I only give out that which I wish to receive in return. My love and acceptance of others is mirrored to me in every moment. Okay, so this is where, you know, sometimes there's just incompatible energies between you and somebody else. And if you're finding somebody's just nitpicking and being really critical and not understanding you, not getting you, it's like you don't need to be around that person. And the same, if you're feeling the same way back to them, they're probably just not your type of person or people. And that's going to, I do feel like there's so much energy of going over old ground, revisiting conversations, revisiting like themes and that always happen in friendship groups or with personal relationships, and just be able to kind of rework some of those energies as well. So it all feels, I'm just going to grab my charm. It feels almost like you have to go back over old ground, clear a whole heap of stuff up to move forward. So let's pull a charm. We've got the beautiful angel. Prayers are being answered here, and it's actually putting it right next to this judgment energy, which is the angel messages from the angels coming in for you as well. So if you have angels around you, talk to them, pray to them. There's a sense of Spirit is listening at this moment in time, and there's some very, very high spiritual messages coming through for you, Pisces. So, and your prayers just might get answered here, because it's just being aware that Jupiter wants to expand everything around you. So you want your focus to be on positive things, positive directions, positive relationships that are coming through. And so to really trust those messages of Spirit that is coming through here, you're being very divinely guided. So, and don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask for what it is that you need or want. So it could be like little mini miracles or wishes coming true with this energy coming through, which is actually really nice. So, and I also feel like for some of you, there's a little relationship that's coming through here, a new relationship or messages around a relationship that feels really nice, like it's a very sweet relationship. It's like this is a gift from the universe. This is a gift from the angels, this beautiful blessing of a relationship. So that's another thing that's coming through for you here, Pisces. So it's an interesting mix of out with the old murk and in with the good energy, the good love and the good connections. So for some of you, you meet somebody very new who's very sweet in this time. For some of you, it's like a reconnection energy or a deepening of a connection energy with somebody you're already with. And this doesn't have to be love. It can be friendships and family and work friends as well. So you're going to really know who your people are and who aren't at this period. So that's it, Pisces. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now. We're going to see what's going on with all of this, because there's this lovely connection coming through. There's this sense of feeling really happy and comfortable within yourself. There's the sense that you're cleaning a lot out. And then we're going to see where this is going, because I feel like what's happening is that Jupiter is promising an expansion of something after you've done this work. And so I kind of want to go and explore that and see where that is going after this, and see what else is, because Jupiter wants to bring more luck, more expansion, more growth, and make things easier for you. So let's see what Jupiter is bringing in. Jupiter's moved into Aries, like we said. So we're going to look at the near future, the future beyond, explore these energies further, see what else is coming through with this, who's coming towards you, who's leaving, what other energies are supporting all of this, how to manage and work with the energies. So this is all in the extended reading. Would love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below, and I usually pin the link to the comments as well. And if this is where we're leaving each other, Pisces, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, because that lets YouTube know that you support this channel and helps with the growth of the channel. And take care.